Great peace, great peace, great peace, great peace. Yakoki. All right, so let's talk about this subject, because I think a lot of people want to talk about this. Um, Yalamsky, Detroit, Inkster, Ann Arbor, Battle Creek, Southeast Michigan. The people in the communities, they have a growing disassociation with the gas station attendants, the gas station clerks, who come from places like, um, East Africa, which you would say Yemen. Um, these places, right? If you see like Somalis or Ethiopians, they're probably in the food industry or they're probably in transportation services. That's about it. But it's the Yemens who choose to do the restaurant industries, the grocery industries, the gas station industries, along with other Arab leagues. And you see the residents, who are in the community, black and brown, they have a growing dissension with the people who are in these gas stations, who are controlling them. They talk about how the gas station attendants are assaulting black residents, brown residents, and they're taking their money, giving them the wrong amount of change back. I know people who that happened to, right? I know people who that happened to. And my thing is this, like, I don't go to these gas stations. I don't. There's no reason for me to. I'm always thinking about, do the community know that, you can shut down a grocery store that's owned and operated by them, just by the mere fact of you not going. You don't have to contact, a commissioner who may be a local budget operator. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. You don't have to contact the ombudsman. You don't have to do any of that. Just stop going to the grocery store. Give it a month. It's going to close down. Then when it closed down, you tell your district council president, your city council member, you come up there as a group. Here, these are all the block club leaders, because we don't have block clubs. You go up there and tell them, we are the block club leaders. We want to see this building torn down, and we want to see a community garden put up. You look everywhere in Africa. You just go to their community posts on YouTube and LinkedIn. All they're doing is farming. All the African people are doing is farming. That's all they're doing. If you're someone who want to do the bushmeat thing, where you eating fried chicken, you eating fried catfish and all of that, like, okay. There's a lake right outside of Southeast Michigan. There's a lake in Southeast Michigan. There's forest areas in, Southeast Michigan, Detroit, where you can go to and get raccoon, possum. You can get deer. There's a lot of deer in Detroit. You can do that. You can, go to Sterling Heights and get, groundhogs. You can do that. You can go to Grosse Point and get groundhogs, beavers, Vail. You can do that. Like this dependency that we have where we constantly, like, I was just sitting up here. I was looking at Alan Vigler, and I don't think he believed them when they were saying that, these gas station attendants were so bad. I don't think he believed them, you know what I mean? Because he was justifying, but he was justifying with a straight face. And he didn't say much after, they kept saying, like, they're doing this, they're doing. He didn't say much because like he knows that, you know, the stuff we say at times can be hypocritical. And the reason I say that is because, you know, like if you're someone who's going to these grocery markets and you're selling food stamps, then your modus operandi has already been identified as you wanting to do bad. You know, the human resource departments, right? They tell people that the human services departments, human resource, whatever, they tell the people that you're not supposed to sell food stamps. And the people do it anyway. And then when the clerk says, I just saw you do that, and he reports it, now they're into it. And when it gets violent to that situation and he pulls out a weapon, now everybody's up there protesting. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, we bring this stuff on ourselves a lot of the time. And I would just be thinking like, man, stop going to these places. You know that it's a money grab. You know that they don't have investment in you. Like, how is it that they're getting all this money for gas and getting all this money for, you know, stipend products, you know, because like they're not paying for these cans of sardines, cans of tuna. Like, and they intentionally put bad stuff in the community. Like, you go up to one of these places in Detroit, it's a grocery store. They got alcohol all over the roads next to the food. Alcohol beverages. And I'm like, I would never go here and shop. And I don't. I don't go to that place and shop. I get my groceries from ethnic markets and I get my groceries from world food markets and farmer markets. I don't go to these grocery stores in the hood. And I'm sitting there and I'm just thinking like, why don't you just grow your own food? Like, it's homeowners everywhere in Detroit. Like, go in your backyard, plant a seed, put some topsoil down, and do what you have to do. You know what I mean? Like, our people not thinking, man. They're not thinking. Like, and I want to see this avoided as much as possible. I don't want to see our people getting into it with these people from these Mediterranean countries. Because, like, it's going to sour the international relationships between countries. You know, and I don't want to be involved in that because, like, I don't want anyone riding down the street, you know what I'm saying, and talking about, you know, this is the guy who was just in the store doing this and doing that or panhandling. I'm not into that stuff because, like, I'm not about to be accused and the cops come looking for me. I'm not doing that, you know. Panhandling, you shouldn't be doing that. Standing in front of the liquor stores loitering, you shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be doing any of that. You should be tending to your farm. And if you have a garden, you should be tending to your garden. You know? And if you don't have any of this, then it's like, why are you paying taxes? You're not just paying a home tax just to live in it. You're paying a home tax because you're sharecropping. Nothing has changed. And this thing about our people talking about we was brought over here on slave ships. Again, like, nothing has changed throughout history. The same thing you see going on in Africa, it was going on 10,000 years ago. The same thing. So think about it. I don't want to get my video copyrighted, so I'm gonna just close out. Great piece, Yakoki.